Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Sarah, and today we're gonna talk about the Baddies Caribbean Reunion Part Dos. Okay. Okay. So Jela, Big Gretch. This is a very sad story because I feel like I have a lot of sympathy for Jayla in this situation because I think Big Gretch seems like a nice person, and it's really unfortunate that they started off this way because I think Big Gretch is probably one of the most probably like one of the most kinder people in the house, and that like if you are friends with her, you would probably have a fairly pleasant experience. She doesn't seem like the person that would sort of like stab you in the back one day, right? Like just out of nowhere. She does seem like a solid person. She wasn't doing a lot of like rah rah unnecessarily, right? She kind of wasn't really in anyone's face unless someone like wasn't hers. So that's unfortunate. However, I must say the whole biting thing, like when she bit Jayla, I felt like since that moment and seeing like what she did to Jayla, I have complete and full understanding why Jayla would be so aggravated every time she sees her, and why she's like not sort of like stopping this like I guess like attack on Big Gretch. Like I get it, so I can't even speak on that. And honestly, I almost feel like if Jayla just kind of like did like a similar type of damage to Gretchen, she would probably like let it go, because then she would probably finally feel like, all right, now we're even, right? But I feel like Jayla still hasn't gotten that moment with Big Gretch, because there's always people like either jumping in trying to help Big Gretch, or and I mean Big Gretch does hold her own too, but I do think that Big Gretch tend to fight a little dirty, I think, because first the biting, right, which is like that's kind of like the spitting. It's like, stop. It's just like, I don't know, I would just like to see a little bit more, especially because it is a TV show. I would like to see a little bit more professionalism in these fights, right? Where it's like, all right, it's still a TV show, right? Like no spitting, no biting, no like unnecessarily like, wearing like freaking like rings and like using, your rings to like, mess up someone's face. I'm purposely trying to mess up someone's face. Just like scratching people's faces. It's like, I would say like try to treat it more like a boxing match. You know what I mean? That's what I would say. And that's something I do like about Taseki. Even though like she does a lot of damage, I feel like I never really see her doing all of that. Like, let me just like, scar your face and like, and I mean, I know like Diamond the Body would beg to differ, but I would say that like Taseki like does a lot of damage as far as like her punches, but just kind of like in a boxer kind of way. It's not this like biting and the hair pulling, and not to the extent that I see some of the other girls doing it. And I think that's because they don't actually know how to fight and defend themselves. And I think when you're in like fight or flight, you're just like grabbing onto whatever. You're just trying to survive, right? Especially if you don't have fighting skills. And I think that maybe Gretch, she's also on the petite side of things. She's very slim, and even though she does hold her own, she doesn't like have a lot of like weight to back up her punches, it looks like. So I think maybe when she's sort of like cornered, she has a tendency to like grab the hair, scratch the face and the bite. But what happened on this particular reunion episode when Gretchen was fighting Jayla, it looked like she grabbed a hold of Jayla, like she put her hand in Jayla's mouth. That's what it looked like to me. That she put her hand in her mouth, like almost like this. And she was like pulling her jaw. And I was like, what is she doing? Like, I've just never seen anything like that. I've never seen anyone fight like that. Like, you're just like putting your hand. First of all, I don't understand how she was able to do that without Jayla just kind of like biting her hand. Like, and but that's just what it looked like to me. Maybe it was just like way faster than I remember it being. But it looked like there was a hand in her mouth, and like she was purposely trying to pull out teeth. It looked like she was purposely trying to pull out teeth. And maybe I just like am not remembering this correctly, but if I am remembering this correctly, that's what it looked like. It's like a hand trying to pull out a tooth, or like the whole and that was weird to me. That was really weird to me, because I'm like, whose instinct is to like pull out a tooth, not even like hit someone to the point where a tooth comes out, but like pull it out. And that was just weird to me. And I feel like for that reason, I don't think that this is the right place for Big Gretch, because I feel like it's really scary when people that don't know how to protect themselves resort to kind of like crazy tactics that can be really, really that can end really badly. And I think we saw that also with, with the biting of Jela. And I thought that was, really unfortunate, because I don't think anyone goes on this show wanting to have like a scar for life. You know what I mean? I remember like, there was this, especially over a situation where, Jayla's really trying to do the right thing in her mind. She's like, I'm standing up for what I believe in, and, I'm standing up for my people, like, saying the N-word and all that stuff. So like, I totally understand her plight, and I understand why she keeps going after Big Gretch. But again, it's unfortunate, because I do think Big Gretch maybe they would have even been really good friends, right? So that is unfortunate. All right, guys, subscribe for more commentary on baddies and other celebrity pop culture trending topics. It was really good to chat with you guys today, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.